What methodology do you use to assess the efficacy of a particular plant?
Yeah.
በሽታው ሲቀል ሰውየውም ራሱ ይለወጣል ከዛ ደግሞ እሱ በዘመናዊ ህክምና ሄዶ ዲያግኖስ ያደርጋል
Yeah.
ቤተሰብ ነው ወርስ
Exactly.
ስንት ሺህ ዘመን ያሳለፈ
52 generations of knowledge have been passed from generation to generation. So there is observation, activeness, they've started to gather the knowledge.
እንደውም አሁን ጎንደር ራስ ዳሽን ካለውና ባሌ ካለው ላይ ስታይ የራስ ዳሽኑ የተሻለ ነው የባሌው ቀለል አንድ አይነት እጽዋት ሆኖ ልዩነት አላቸው ካፈራ
Yeah. So and then moreover, you know, like for instance, there are sites. Say one in northern part of Ethiopia, another one in southern part of Ethiopia. Perhaps different, similar plants, they might have specific properties as far as kind of their medicinal value is concerned. So these are traditions that have been accumulated and passed on from generation to generation for 52 generations, as she pointed out. And they have manuscripts to that effect.
So how did you get interested in medicine?
ባህላዊ ሕክምና እንዴት so it has a long line of tradition. It's in the family.
grandfather
I imagine it took training. What would be done during that time?
So ትምህርቱ ምን ይጨምራል ነው ግን it's more like has a practical aspect, like you don't just go to the classroom and get the knowledge. It is something that you kind of pick piece by piece by being around the learned scholars.
ራሱ ባዮዳይቨርሲቲው ራሱ ብዙ
And some years of observation.
ያለችው ምንድነው ብዙ ጊዜ ትምህርት ላይ እንደተሰማራሽ ይታየኛል ብዙ ጊዜ እንደፈጀብሽ እውቀቱን ለማግኘት
52ኛ ትውልድ ላይ ለውቀቱ
Okay. She said she represents the 52nd generation of a tradition that is more than it's literally part of her lifetime, half of her lifetime.
እየተጠና ምርምር እየተደረገበት መድኃኒቶች እየተተከሉ ነው
So she's saying that the present government is giving due emphasis to traditional medicine to the extent that they're making legislations and then also protecting the practice in such a way that even the plants and then their locations are being identified and proper care are being given.
ለነገሩ ኢትዮጵያ ላይ ሜዲሲናል ፕላንት አይጠፋም
And she's also saying even the kind of ecological diversity that exists in Ethiopia, it's very difficult for the plants to escape, especially around the valley of the Nile.
And you would say that the knowledge has been actually reproduced. People have passed on information over the decades.
እኔም አሁን አስተላልፋለሁ የሚል ሐሳብ አለ አንድ ሰው አይጠፋም ምንም ቢሆን
Exactly. She's saying that, you know, somehow
ከኔ ዘር እኔ ነኝ የተገኘሁት ከኔ ከዚህ ደግሞ የልጅ ልጅ አንድ ይገኛል
She said, you know, out of her generation, she became the
I was wondering about apprenticeship, whether she had to go.
ሌላ ቦታ መሄድ ነበረብሽ ወይ ሙያውን ስትቀስሚው ስንት ጊዜ ፈጀብሽ
ብዙ አመት
Yeah. She said she's been to several places to get the training, to get the apprenticeship, and then she also said that it took her a long time. She's going to pass it on to at least one person in her family is going to become interested, and thereby passing it on to the next generation.
ቴክኖሎጂው ደግሞ አሁን ጥሩ አድርጎታል ድሮ በብራና መጻፍ የነበረው አሁን በሲዲ አድርገናል
Exactly. So she's also saying that, you know, in the past you have to write everything by hand. Now, you know, you could even digitize the material and put it on CD, and so therefore it wouldn't be that difficult now to train.
የኢትዮጵያ ደግሞ ጥሩነቱ ድብቅ ቀርቶ አሁን ከሳይንስ ማህበሩ ጋራ ሳይንሳዊው ስምና ባህላዊ ስም አንድ ላይ እየተስተካከለ
Okay. So she's saying also now there is a commission, Science and Technology Commission, and then they are systematically classifying, identifying and classifying the herbal plants and animals, kind of sort of archives.
ከዛ ውጭ ደግሞ ፓስተርም ላብራቶሪውን እንደልብ በነፃ ይፈቅዳል።
Exactly. There's also a Pasteur Institute, an institute named after Louis Pasteur, and in that institute also does identifying the chemicals in the herbal plants, and then they are
extract ሁሉ ያደርጉልናል።
Exactly. They have, like if they have a plant that has medicinal properties, they could take it to the Pasteur Institute, and then the Pasteur Institute could extract the active ingredients out of it.
Have you considered a school?
Oh, good. ትምህርት ቤት ለመክፈት አስበሻል?
Training school.
አቅሙ የለኝ። የጀመርኩት ይሄን ግቢ ለትምህርት ቤት ይሆናል ብዬ ነበር ግን አይሆንም አቅም የለም።
When she established this site, she was thinking of establishing a school, but she doesn't have the capacity nor the capital to kind of
መንግስት ካሰበበት ለማስተማር መምህራኖቹም አሉ።
But if she gets support with that.
ነው የተማርኩት በድንጋይ ላይ ተቀምጬ ነው።
Exactly.
አሁን ይሄንን ትውልድ እዛ ላይ ተቀምጦ ተማር ማለት አይቻልም።
She said, she literally got her knowledge from under a tree. Now, the present generation cannot, stand that. So therefore, it is necessary to establish what we call modern school to train those students. And then she said it can be done, but what she doesn't have is that she doesn't have the funding or the capacity. Then, ስንት ነው የአትክልት የፍሬው?
ፍራፍሬው ብዙ ነው አይደል?
And then she has fruit trees too, several fruit trees.
Okay.
So this is like more a residence, not like a school. So if you really want to establish a school, then you need more space. The AU chairperson planted this tree right here.
Do you also use animal products in terms of therapeutic healing?
የባህሉ መድኃኒት ከእጽዋት በስተቀር እንስሳዎችን
ይጠቀም።
Yeah, they do.
እንደውም በግ የዋሸራን በግ ነው የምንጠቀመው። ዶሮ የቲሊሊን ዶሮ ነው የምንጠቀመው።
የማ
ቲሊ
ጎጃም ዋሸራ ደግሞ የት ነው?
ዋሸራም ጎጃም ለየት ያሉ ናቸው።
particular ship in particular locality in central part of Ethiopia, north central part of Ethiopia, in a place called Goja. They get also the same thing with chicken. Tilili. Yeah, there's a special location called Tilili where they pick up the roosters, So yes, it's not just simply
አሳም እንትና ከነነፍሳቸው አምጥተን ታንከር ላይ አድርገን እንቁላል ያሳንቁላል እንጠቀማለን።
Okay, the special fish also identified for this purpose, and the eggs of fish also.
What about leeches?
እሱ በዘረደሸት ክልክል ነው።
Okay. This is very important. She said that's
እኛ ዲያግኖስ የምናደርገው ውስጥ እግር ላይ ነው ያለውን በሽታ የምናውቀው። ከዛ በኋላ ለበሽታው የሚሆን ከእንስሳት ተዋጽኦ ይሁን ከአትክልት ይሁን ከእህል ይሁን ከሁሉም ነገር
the negation of that kind of practice. Actually forbidden in the tradition. The approach, philosophically speaking, is holistic with three major components. The intellectual component, or that's the head, the heart, and then the spiritual component. So therefore, in their approach, it's more like seeking the balance of these three major components. And then sometimes even the illness may disappear by simple massaging. Exactly. So the leech becomes a negation of all that. Beside, there is a particular algae species the traditional herbalists use in order to extract any kind of internal infection.
The parallel to the leech.
The parallel to the leech. The older the algae, the more effective it becomes.
የሞት አካልን አሁን ለምሳሌ ካንሰር ማለት ከውስጣችን ላይ የሚሞት አካል አለ። ይጣላል ሰውነታችን ያንን የሚያጠፋው እሱ ነው እሱን ምን እናደርጋለን ከገብስ ጋር ከአጃ ጋር ምን አድርገን በወይራ ዘይት ሆነ ቂጣ ገንፎ የሚጠጣ አድርገን እንሰጣቸዋለን ስንሰጣቸው ያንን እየሞተ ያለው አካል ሰርቫይቫል አድርጎ በሽታውን የካንሰር ባክቴሪያውን ይዋጋና 4000 ከደረሰ ነው ማን 6 እስከ 60
there is a way to enhance your immunity especially to certain types of cancer so what they do is they combine with barley and then oats and then sometimes even just simple bread you know can be baked and then given to the patient. There is, she thinks that they have the ability to revive the immune system, thereby the body being able to kind of
መወሰዳ እኔ አሁን ከዘመናዊ ህክምና ጋር ጸብ የለኝም እኛም ሀገር ማየት ያለብን የነበረው ከብዙ ነገሮች ይጠብቃል ምግቦችን በስርዓት እንድንመገብ ያደርጋል እንዳይጠፉ ዝርያዎችን ይጠብቃል ይሄን ነው እንጂ አይበልጥም አይደለም ሳይንሱ ይበልጣል
So she's saying she gave a good example of what happened to this Africa potato. She say people knew that it has medicinal value and then just within a short period of time it became extinct because people were over consuming it. She's saying that they are keeping some of this medicinal plant secret because that's the only way that you could kind of sustain is kept secret because otherwise it will become over consumed and then disappear.
አሁን ደቡብ አፍሪካ ኬፕ ታውን ላይ አንድ ትልቅ የባህል መድኃኒት እንደዚህ እንደኛ ጀምረዋል እንደጀመሩ ይሄን ቤት እንደዘጋ እንደ ጨረታ ሆኖ ማዳጋስካርና ኬፕ ታውን ቦትስዋና አንጎላ የነሱ ባዮዳይቨርሲቲ ኃላፊዎች መጥተው ነበር ኢትዮጵያ ከዓለም ኢንተሌክቹዋል ፕሮፐርቲ ጋር እኔ አዚሁ ሀገሬ ነው ነው ብዬ እና መድኃኒቱን ለማራባት እኛንም አሁን ከኢትዮጵያ ብዙ ሰው ወስደዋል
So she said the South Africa, Botswana, Angola and Madagascar they've started similar kind of program. In fact, they even invited her to join them to help them develop it there, but she refused to leave. Yeah. So there's a...
Why did she not want
Because this is where she's rooted. Service is exactly can be effective because it's where all her materials is. The knowledge source is here, so she doesn't.
እኔ ለመርኩት በእንደዚህ አይነት ሰፊ
Exactly.
ቤት እናዘጋጅልሻለን ሲምፕል ያለውና እንትን ኦርደሩን ለተዋስራት አምጥተው ነው አይ እኔ ለዛ ብዬ አልሄድም
They're welcome to come here. I also provided them with some of the plants for them to reproduce them. Yeah, so you remember she said she's the 52nd generation.
196 የብራና መጽሐፍቶች አሉ የባህል
The Deshet Institute is a cultural center in addition to being a center for medical research and traditional medical practice. We are viewing a commemoration in painting on parchment of the momentous visit by Queen Makeda and her entourage, according to Ethiopian popular culture. The visit entailed a fascinating display of wealth on the part of Queen Makeda as well as her host, King Solomon. The visit is celebrated in popular culture, in poetry, in various narratives, and in paintings such as these. We note, of course, some of the very controversial strategies used by the host to entice or lure Queen Makeda.